A former Biafra Liberation Army member joined Ebubeagu and leaked classified information to the enemy. He revealed that internal betrayals have made the group unsafe. He claimed that informants within Biafra Liberation Army were leaking plans to enemy forces, leading to deadly ambushes. Some Biafran figures were accused of financial mismanagement and sabotaging the movement. A particular leader was challenged to explain missing funds or remain silent permanently. However, some supporters of the Biafra movement endorsed the Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Orubueze, urging followers to support her as the only legitimate leader. They claimed she was dedicated to the full restoration of Biafra's independence. The Biafra Liberation Army issued a 60-day deadline for the Nigerian military and police to withdraw from the southeast. They warned of a major offensive if the demand was ignored, claiming they were highly coordinated and prepared. Despite challenges, supporters remained confident that Biafra would become independent. The return of their prime minister was anticipated soon, with claims that Nigeria had no valid case against him in international courts. Meanwhile, a critic has condemned the current administration in Nigeria, calling it the worst government Nigeria has ever had. The critic accused Nigerian leaders of prioritizing personal wealth over national welfare while the citizens suffer. He criticized the Nigerian Senate's lack of focus on critical issues, claiming that their discussions were trivial. A female senator's personal remarks about the Senate president were ridiculed as childish distractions. Rising food prices, including a bag of rice costing 100,000 naira, were highlighted as evidence of the failing economy. The critics suggested nationwide protests, blocking roads and disrupting food supply chains in response. The media was accused of selective outrage, focusing on the deaths of 16 Fulani individuals while ignoring killings of southeastern people. Allegations were made that security forces protect Fulani herders but ignore crimes against Biafrans. However, many pastors were accused of misleading people with empty prayers instead of advocating for real change. The critic argued that other nations defend themselves with weapons, not just prayers. In a dramatic turn of events that has stirred controversy and raised serious questions about internal loyalty, a former member of the Biafra Liberation Army has joined Ebubeagu and revealed classified information to adversaries. In a detailed account that paints a vivid picture of betrayal and disarray, the defector explained that internal infighting and disloyalty had rendered the once formidable group vulnerable. According to his revelations, certain members within the Biafra Liberation Army had been secretly passing on strategic plans to enemy forces, which in turn allowed these foes to set up deadly ambushes. This betrayal, he claimed, was not an isolated act, but part of a wider pattern of mismanagement and internal sabotage that had destabilized the movement at a critical time. The former member's testimony brings to light a host of issues that have long plagued the movement. One of the most serious allegations he made concerned the mishandling of financial resources. He stated that some prominent figures within the Biafran leadership were implicated in financial mismanagement, diverting funds that were meant to support the cause. One leader, whose complete name has not been withheld for legal reasons, was publicly challenged to either provide a satisfactory explanation for the missing funds or remain silent indefinitely. Such claims of corruption and financial impropriety have only added to the sense of betrayal among members who once believed in the noble pursuit of Biafra's independence. Amidst the turmoil within the ranks of the liberation movement, a faction of supporters has rallied behind the Deputy Prime Minister, Ngozi Orubueze. These loyalists argue that Ngozi Orubueze is the only legitimate leader capable of guiding the movement through these turbulent times. They believe that her steadfast commitment to the full restoration of Biafra's independence sets her apart from other leaders whose actions have sown division and distrust. In this context, her leadership is seen as a beacon of hope for those who remain devoted to the cause, despite the setbacks caused by internal betrayals and external pressures. The Biafra Liberation Army, facing mounting challenges, has issued a stark ultimatum to the Nigerian military and police. They demanded a complete withdrawal of these forces from the southeast region within a 60-day period. This deadline was accompanied by a dire warning. If the Nigerian security apparatus failed to comply, the liberation movement was prepared to launch a major offensive. The leaders of the movement claimed that their forces were not only well organized but also highly coordinated, suggesting that they possessed the capability to change the status quo dramatically if provoked further. Supporters of the movement remain resolute in their belief that independence is not only possible but inevitable, expressing confidence that the return of their Prime Minister, whose full name has been cited in official statements, will signal a turning point in the struggle for self-determination. While the internal disputes within the Biafran ranks continue to unfold, a vocal critic has turned his attention to the current administration in Nigeria. This critic, whose full identity is widely known in public discourse, did not mince words when he condemned the present government as the worst in the nation's history. He argued that the Nigerian leadership was more focused on amassing personal wealth than on ensuring the well-being of the country's citizens, who, in his view, were left to suffer the consequences of economic mismanagement and widespread corruption. In his impassioned critique, this outspoken figure highlighted the trivial nature of debates in the Nigerian Senate. He recounted an incident where a female senator's personal remarks about the Senate president were met with ridicule, pointing out that such distractions were symptomatic of a broader failure of leadership. According to him, while the Senate engaged in childish disputes over personal slights and minor controversies, the real issues, such as the rapidly rising cost of living and the deteriorating economic conditions, were being neglected. One of the most glaring examples he cited was the astronomical price of a bag of rice, which had soared to 100,000 naira, a situation he believed was a clear indicator of the nation's failing economy. The critic's discontent extended beyond the halls of government. He accused major media outlets of selective reporting, noting that the deaths of 16 individuals from the Fulani community had received extensive coverage, while similar tragedies affecting people from the southeastern region were conspicuously ignored. He contended that this bias was not accidental, but rather a reflection of the security forces' preferential treatment toward Fulani herders, who, according to him, enjoyed a level of protection that was not extended to Biafran communities. This discrepancy in media focus further fueled his argument that the Nigerian government and its security apparatus were deeply flawed, prioritizing the interests of a few over the welfare of the many. Adding to the critique of national leadership, the same critic took aim at religious figures, particularly pastors, who he claimed were misleading their congregations with empty promises of salvation. He argued that while these religious leaders preached hope and prayed for change, they failed to take practical steps to address the pressing issues of national security and economic stability. In his view, the example of other nations was clear. Countries that secured their interests did so not solely through prayers, but through tangible actions, including the use of military force when necessary. His impassioned call for nationwide protests and direct action, such as road blockades and disruptions in the food supply chain, was a plea for the citizens to reclaim their agency and demand accountability from their leaders. This unfolding drama, replete with accusations of betrayal, financial mismanagement and governmental failure, is emblematic of the deep-seated divisions that continue to afflict the region.
Everybody go bend now. Do he kono ya siziri command. Ewer ezi ụmụ mmadụ na-achụrụ ego. Eji anana ndị ọba asị a na-achụ ego. Akpọrọ ha bịa. Ebu isi ụmụazị egbe je na-egbufusi ụmụ mmadụ. Asị anyị na-agba struggle. Onye ọbụla ala abịa. I thank God na ejima mmiri asọrọ je dị ije bụ mmiri enwere mmiri asọkwara wa dị ije mmiri asọrọ je mmiri asọrọ la so ha nwụọ dị na aghala na chi ha ndị ara eburu nnu bụ ị gaghị esi gị jem ahịa achọ dibịa mmiri si aha mani mmiri aha kpọni mmiri gị na nnu eso okuo anyị eburu egbe bụ ị ga na esi na ijem ibe dị ọna akpọ ndị ahụ ị na-eje kwụsị ala kpọnye egbe ebu iri niile ka isi abịa ije dị ewere na-ete ghaa na ịnwụrụ na anwụrụ ka azụ esi ma anyị na-agba strọgụ agba ụkwụ onwe ebe ahụ ọrụ ndị nnukwu ahụ ke ndị osi ya ala n'imi wee site nga valid ọrụ ndị isi ha je see draft see maapụ ka nga ọ dị see ka a esi every track road litiri dị even secret road a na-eme ọkarịa esi wa esechara ya dị enye ha eburu chigarụ na ịgbamahị dị ọsọ ịpụ ọsọ efu na blọk ọnị ezomisi onwe everybody go bend.
Hello fans, welcome to Magnetic TV. Biafrans, this voice recording is alleged to be one of the Biafra Liberation Army who decamped from the camp. I mean, he quitted, saying that they do not understand what is going on in the mother camp again. According to him, he said that the mother camp has been inflicted, that so many sabos are now working with them, that they will be given a gun to go and fight the Musa boys. Why the Musa boys will lay ambush for them? Because somebody within them has already contacted the Musa boys, telling them that they are coming. Before they can even get there, the Musa boys will buy all of them. So he decamped with his Ejima, that is his twin brother. They left the place, according to this voiceover. If this happens to be true, man, I can tell you that is fire on the mountain. If indeed na Ndesabo join go Biafra Liberation Army, na that mother camp, according to them, that is in also Ihitokwa, Oyabuna, Miri Ejugo Awo Afro.
Your government are bragging when they have nothing they have offered to this nation. Even the latest government that Tinubu control is the worst government that Nigeria have ever have. I am so much disappointed to all of us Nigeria that we allow this person to be suffering us and making the economy to go high, and him and his family is enjoying the money that belongs to everybody, and we keep quiet in social media.
So guys, you can see that Odumeje is very annoyed with what is going on in the country right now. Odumeje is seriously warning the leadership of this country that they have to do something else. The kind of explosion that will happen when everybody finally get tired of the going in the country, it will be tremendous.
Coming out for it. When I'm done with the recession with God, when I come out on a thing, sit on that seat, let me see. Okay, you on now, boy, born over my door. Best woman that God has more come out. But Sakaya am wicked, your weapon poison. But Sakaya am wicked, your war in Yule. Look at people. Look at what they are in a world. Number one, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Look at the discussion they are discussing in Senate about woman and man, senator, Senate president, and one woman were talking rubbish. The woman will go to international television. I thought what's supposed to be talking there, how the Senate president was working, how the economy of Nigeria is about to be reset by the Senate president. Senate president has already been digging how to research, how to work out how the whole Nigerians will be paying in every month. Look at Look at the childish discussion in a senate, and people are there talking rubbish, behaving like kids. And woman will go to international television and begin to talk about, he met me, he called me, he saw me in my icon where he opening his house, and he look at me and tell me, do you like my house? He said, yes, I like your house. Senator asked me, Senate President, and I say, I know my house is beautiful. He said, yes. He said, one day I will call you, come and visit. Look at discussion. Look at the way you feel is CMI, now the whole nation. Because we are the one you people are disgracing. I pray for you.
I receive.
Lift up your hands and say, Jesus.
Jesus.
Look at how things are skyrocketing every day. And nobody saying anything in social media. All Nigerians, you people need to reset your memory. You don't need 30 days to make noise. The whole year, we must contesting and protesting. And all these people where they sell rice costly, when we start to carry your lives one by one every day, close your shop. Even enter to that house rock, block any motor that carry food items. Any plane that carry item there, food item, we block them. Everybody will learn. Food are skyrocketing. Rice, ordinary rice, 100 chassis. A bag of rice that is almost 15,000, 12,000. And somebody is saying, I am the Nigerian president of Nigeria. I saw one lady that come out to say something, and people, one woman, if they try to, that woman will talk at, that is no I see woman that talk to that lady. You don't try that nonsense next time. Lift up your hands. I bless you all. This slogan all couldn't too much in our law. Actually make garu, actually make high, because everybody are going high.
So brother, you can see that Stephen Cross is also insisting that the kind of pasha that is going on in this country, the kind of constitution that we allow some set of people to move around with emulations, while the other section of the country cannot move around with emulations.
Our independence. So Biafrans, I want to congratulate every one of you. I want to thank you for being here and for standing strong with the USB. And I want to warn the Nigerian states, this time around we're coming very heavy on Nigerian terrorist government. We gave you 60 days ultimatum to remove all your terrorist army, your terrorist police in our soil, because you people respect sovereignty. I want you to understand that our 60 days is counting down, and on that last day, this rain will definitely fall. We are not going to fight like Mazen Nandikano has been fighting. We are not going to fight like Mazen Simon Ekpa fought Nigeria. We are going to come in a very different dimension, because some of you think that we are joking. Some of you think that we are online government or online country, and we are going to prove a point to you very soon. You don't know how coordinated we are. If you know how coordinated this USB is, you will let us go in peace. Because I want to promise Nigeria that if you don't let us to go in peace, everything in Nigeria will be on flames. Believe you me, I am not here to threaten you, because Biafra is now a sovereign nation. Biafra is a sovereign state. Pull off all your terrorist soldiers, your police, your military, and your security outfits in the whole of the southeast. If not, then wait until the last day. You will see how coordinated and how ready we are to take our land. And today, Nigerians, you can see, Biafrans, you can see how they are shouting about the 16 Fulanis that was killed in Edo State. The whole internet is on fire. Everybody is talking about it. Why? Because they are Fulanis. I want to ask you a question, Biafrans. Have you ever seen any Fulani man in any detention Anywhere in the world, you cannot see them. Reason, because they control you. They control the world. These people are all animals. We would not allow these people to continue to kill our people, to suppress us, and to intimidate us. Now the social medias are working. Now all the medias in Nigeria is working because they killed 16 Fulanis. And this is what he said. All the people that killed or came out to protest and burned Dangote trailer that they used in conveying these criminals to Edo State, they are looking for those people. And including VDM. VDM, what you said was very wrong. The jungle justice that these people have been carrying out on the Igbos in Okwama, Enugu State, in so many villages in Enugu State, you could not come out to defend our people or to speak about it. All you come out to do is to come and tell the world that the killing in Edo State is wrong. So when the Fulanis kill us, it is okay for them to kill us. It is okay for the Fulanis to come and attack our villages and burn our houses and rape our women and destroy our lives and property. And it is okay because it's the Fulanis. But when your citizens, when the people that own the land decided that they had to take the bull by the horn, now you know that what they are doing is wrong. But you didn't talk about the killings in the southeast. There is a village in Enugu State that there is nobody in that community anymore. Go to Enugu, somewhere in Amufu. Nobody lives in that village because of these same Fulani herders. And today they were caught and killed because if you take them to the station, they will spend 1 hour in that station. The police will release them because with one call, they will release them. And these people decided, and you VDM that I respect so much, came out and said they should start looking for this guy. That they should start looking for this guy. That this guy is the cause of these people's death. You shouldn't have said that. You took one step too many far. And VDM, we respect you because you called yourself an activist. Today, you are doing things so that probably you will try to balance the equation so that the government will not talk evil against you or heal against you. But what we are telling you today is that you have to stop this thing that you are doing and stay on the neutral ground. Why we defend and defeat these animals called the Nigerian terrorist government. And we're going to tell these people how prepared we are. Now, 16-footer of bus was born in Kano State, conveying Igbo traders and VDM. You didn't talk about that. You did not talk about this one. 16-footer of bus was filled with Igbo traders going to their shop in the northern region. These people were born inside their buses, inside their bus. They were born alive, and you didn't see that to talk about it. You see, this is what we have been talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is not a nation. Nigeria is just a mere geographical nation that was built for some certain individuals to come and do their businesses and go. This is what Tinubu and his family is doing. Tinubu has turned Aso Rock to his family business. Today, Nigeria does not have peace because Tinubu, the illegitimate president, came through the back door and, you know, he doesn't care about what is happening in the whole of the Southeast. All they care about is how to take down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is how to take down Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I want to tell the Biafrans, the genuine Biafrans, that Nigeria does not have any case against Mazi Simon Ekpa. So they gave Finland 6 months, and thank God today is 30th of March 2025. Next month will be the main date. Next month. And it will start from next month. And I want to tell Biafrans that at the end, the Finnish authority has not found our prime minister guilty of any crime, and they are still waiting for the Nigerian terrorist government to present any evidence against our prime minister. Up to today that we speak, no crime has been found against our prime minister. Today, the same government that rushed to Finland.
So he faulted very dark man for alleging that this guy has to be caught, that he is the one that instigated the buying of the 16 Fulanis. Our brother Stephen still insists that Simon Ekpa will be out very soon, and he still believes so much that Ogenkene, Sori Akbarawa and the others are inferior to Biafra struggle, that they are sabos, that they are inflictors, that government of Nigeria is using them to sabotage the struggle for Biafra, according to him.
If I tell you anything here, take it. These people are not working for the interest of Biafrans. I have challenged Ogen Kerry that he should come out and tell us what happened to our account. Ogen Kerry, our prime minister called him to come and give the account of, the donations that Biafrans has been donating in their account. Ogen Kerry never did that. Up till today, Ogen Kerry has not done so to Biafrans. And when Madam Ngozi Orabueze, the deputy prime minister, called this animal to come and give the same account, he never showed up. And now he's saying, who is Madam Ngozi Orabueze for him to give accounts to? Now, Biafrans, I want you people as well to ask this same man called Oge Nkeri, the one-room apartment APL, to ask him a question that why did he want to take over prime minister's position immediately after he was called for questioning? Biafrans, I want you people to think with me. Why did you people think that they did that? Because they know what they have done. I challenged Ogen Kerry on my platform today that if Ogen Kerry did not collect money from the Nigerian terrorist government to destroy the redeclaration of Biafrans and to make a mess of over 70 million Biafrans votes, let him come out and challenge me. Let him come out and put it out there and disclaim what I'm telling you today. But if Ogen Kerry knows that this is what he has done, then he should forever remain silent, because that's what he has been doing. I have been on social media telling you people what it is. And let me say this again. Any one of you who is using this opportunity of our prime minister to make money on any platform, social media platform, in this guise of fighting for this independent state of Biafra, you are not doing yourself any good. And I'm telling you, this 5 million people that was killed by this Nigerian government will never forgive you. And they will continue to punish and suffer any one of your families. Believe you me, because we are fighting a war that the Nigerian people started and killed over 5 million people, and today those people are still angry. So please don't involve yourself in such nonsense. So we are asking Ogen Kerry, the acting one-room apartments deputy prime minister, to come and defend himself. Come and tell Biafrans what happened when they called you to come and give account. Now you told the prime minister you were driving for over 5 hours. Come and tell us what happened to that account. If you don't, then forever remain silent. Biafrans, I want to tell you that the only legitimate government that you should follow is the deputy prime minister, who is the surrogate to our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. She's doing a very fantastic job, a very wonderful job. And I didn't say our deputy prime minister she's a god. No. Anytime she deviates from what the plan is for the full restoration of Biafran independence, my brother, I will turn away from her. But as she's doing the needful, I will remain there, and I will urge you to always follow her. Please, I might not have the information that she has, but when you follow her on our S handle, you will get every information before I do. Please, Biafran, again, desist from using her name to play politics. Desist from that. Orabueze is very focused. She's not hungry. None of us is hungry. The only hunger that we are hungered now is the full restoration of Biafra. And whether the Nigerian terrorist government let them take all our leaders down, Biafra will definitely stand, no matter what.
According to philosophers, at the end of the tunnel, there is light. One day we shall all know who are who, the real Biafran agitators and the fake ones. We shall surely know who is who.
They have finished using you. They have dumped you. Anybody that continue to work under this Tinubu's administration will never see the good of the land. Tinubu is a very corrupt man. Very highly corrupt. So be careful of who you follow and who you call your friends. Because Tinubu, thank God that Tinubu even came to become the president of Nigeria. All the people that we respected, all the pastors that we respected in Nigeria, thank God that if Tinubu did not come, we wouldn't have known how terrible and how bad and how demonic all these people is. Some of them will come and tell you to come and do 100 days fasting. Some of them will tell you that the problem of Nigeria, we will pray it out of prayer. Go to so many countries in the world. They defend their country with AK-47. They defend their country with, missiles. But our own, we pray to defend Nigeria, to defend Biafra. We pray to defend Nigeria. We pray to defend anything. If we want to eat, we pray. If we want to go to work, we pray. If we are looking for a job, we pray.
Thank you, fans. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe with us, Magnetic Jigs TV, for we remain the best. Bye.
And today I have confirmed it, and that is why I'm preaching it out to you there. So please do well to share and follow Madam Ngozi Orabweze. Please. And again, remember that our Prime Minister will join us at the end of next month. That is just the simple truth. He will join us at the end of next month because Nigeria has no case to prove in ICC. Thank you, Biafrans. Let me drop my mic and I will join you guys later. Bye-bye.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.